Here we are with the wife's Honda Pilot loaded up with the insulation blowing machine. Here is the blowing machine, stuffing the insulation in it.
Go ahead.
Here is above the old bathroom. They lowered the ceiling from the old, dropped it down about 18 inches, and we're gonna pack it full insulation. Here I'm communicating with my wife over my phone while recording this, telling her when to go ahead and when to stop. She's feeding it into the machine and I'm pumping in, and this is what it starts to look like when things are moving. Dusty. Can't really see anything. Would definitely recommend goggles and a respirator. Just pumping in some blown in insulation, nice and dusty. Showing how dusty it is, still blown in. We'll be back in a bit. So it's been about 15 minutes. Been pumping in here, filling up in this big void between our old bathroom and upstairs level. Not much to see still, but it's getting full, and hoping to see some R-value improvement for the winter coming up. Here I'm showing we use right around 5 bags worth of the blown in insulation. I think we're gonna go a little thinner on it. We got about 18 inches or so between the new ceiling and the old, but so far it's looking pretty good. If the dust settled down now, I can see what's going on. It's definitely a lot easier than trying to crawl back in there, I know that. Alright, we'll be back and update you here in a little bit. So here I'm showing blowing it in between the floor levels. This is just showing how dusty and nasty and messy this stuff is, and if you have any kind of respirator, I recommend wearing one like this. Here I'm showing in between another roof level where the pitch of the roof is shrinking, down to the edge. And I'm filling the wall cavities that are exposed from the tops. This is here, all the dust and stuff from the insulation blowing back and getting stirred up while it's shooting down inside the wall. This is what it looks like as it's pumping down in the wall and kind of flying back up from the pressure. Sure, they were slowly packing and filling up in there. Green R values. Speeding this up here is just me making more of a mess and blowing dust around. So once I fill the wall cavities up, I start blowing a thin layer over the existing ceiling there and below the existing roof here in the attic. These here are the top of the wall cavities that I was blowing down into. Luckily, I didn't have to rip too much out to get to them.
They're all done.
And that pretty much wraps up blown in insulation.
Good job.